Hi there, it's Suzanne from sunstampin.com. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and this how-to video is a tutorial for all my amazing customers who shop with me this month. This card kit will be sent to those customers who use the designated host code. They'll also get emailed a written tutorial. When customers shop with me, they instantly get invited to a VIP Facebook group called SuNN Social, where they'll receive extra special treatment. If you're not one of my customers, please enjoy this free video as an inspirational tutorial. And I would love to see you like, subscribe, and share. For this month's card kit, I decided to feature a Mother's Flair stamp set by Stampin' Up. And I'm also doing a waterfall card. I'm not exactly sure why it's called a waterfall card because there's no water and, you know, it doesn't really fall like that. Water doesn't fall like that, but whatever. I didn't invent it, so moving on. This is my mom's favorite color, actually, purples. So I am using Elegant Eggplant. This color is being retired here shortly. And my layering piece here is Perfect Plum, and that is also retiring. And I'm just using a little bit of fast fuse to adhere the card. Well, I guess this is a matting piece on my card base. And then this is a little piece of Elegant Eggplant, and I'm only putting adhesive on the 1/2 inch on each side. Now I'm about 1.5 inches up from the bottom, and I'm just adhering that piece right nice and straight across. And then this is Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'm taking my bone folder and folding all of the score lines. When you get this kit, the score lines will be in there, I promise you. All right, before I get started with that piece, I'm going to use my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I am just going to punch a little notch in the bottom of my card. And the reason being is because I have a little pull tab here, so it tells, you know, your mom. My mom's 82, she might not get it. So I have to put some instructions. Don't worry, she actually doesn't watch the videos, so she won't know that I said that. All right, so I'm putting a little bit of fast fuse on that little piece of Whisper White, and I've included that in the kit as well. I've slid my Sweet Sugar Plum piece right in the middle. This is the waterfall piece. I am just making sure that everything's nice and even. I'm putting my little pull tab here, making sure the crease is at the very bottom of the card. You'll see what I mean when you go to put it together. You don't want it sort of hanging over the card. You want it to be perfect. All right, so now I'm actually putting the mechanism together. I'm going to add a little bit of fast fuse on this Elegant Eggplant part. Then I'm going to close my Sweet Sugar Plum bit. Little test run here, zip, zip, zip. There you go, and everything's set. Okay, so inside of the card, I have a piece of Whisper White Thin. I included that in the kit as well. I will be stamping on the inside of this card for everyone's shock and amazement. All right, so I did a little bit of dauber sponging on my stamp. These colors, I wanted them to sort of ombre. So I wanted the Elegant Eggplant, the Perfect Plum, and the Sweet Sugar Plum to be all featured on each one of these images that is in the stamp set. I also went in with my markers when I had to, and then I also took a liberty of adding one more color, which was Always Artichoke. Probably the first time I've ever used that pen, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever used the ink pad. So I'm glad it's retiring. It's retiring. All the products that I'm using today pretty much are retiring. The stamp set, the card stock, the markers, the inks, you know, it's all retiring. So here I'm doing a little kick of the can, but also because it's my mom's favorite color, purples. And this is her Mother's Day card. All right, so I did the same sort of thing over and over and over again, gave a nice ombre effect to the images, also the little sentiment. And here is another shot at that. So I'm going in with the darkest color, putting it where my shadows would be, or the darkest part that I wanted, the mid-tone, and then the lightest sweet sugar plum. I also did the flower. And then this is a little tricky poo that I've picked up along the way. I was careful not to get too much on the stem of this flower, but I'm using my blender pen and I'm just cleaning it off, just making sure that I'm not going to get any purple on my green. Smart idea, huh? I know. I'm kind of full of them. Not really. Actually, it's exactly the opposite. Anyway, stamping down that image. You can see that I don't normally huff on my stamps. I find I get a better image if I don't. So the breath of life, they call it. All right, so I am using my washi tape to sort of mask off the Happy Mother's Day. That's my absorber cloth, cleaning that off. It's amazing, that absorber cloth. It really does a good job. Did you hear in the new catalog that Stampin' Up! Has a sponge type thing, or not a sponge, a cleaner, like a cloth in the catalog? You're going to have to check that out. Insider information, everyone. And I did the same thing. I sort of made the mother apostrophe S a little darker, and then the day a little bit lighter, so mother stands out. And it's just better, you know, to mask off sometimes than it is to do stamp surgery. All right, so this is the only tip I have to putting it together. Start from the bottom, work your way up. This long piece, I wanted to put a lot of adhesive right on the very top, because if you don't have that piece of paper taped down, it's going to interfere with the mechanism, like pushing it back into place. You want to make sure that there's adhesive there. All right, I put adhesive on all of my images, the backs of the images, and I'm going to adhere them all to the little squares. Yes, I actually did cut all of these for this card kit. So, yeah, that was fun. You wonder why I'm behind on everything? Well, because it's little details like this. Actually, I'm not surprised that I'm behind on everything right now. Oh, wells. It's the way it goes. So here's my little square, and I put fast fuse adhesive only on the top. And here's a close-up. You want to push that little square right up to the score line and make sure everything's even, of course. And then same with this one, the very last one, I'm going to push right up to the top. Now, sometimes when you do take the Wink of Stella, it can move the ink around on your images. And in this case, I was actually hoping to, because I wanted to color in those flowers. So very lightly did I go in and color the image with my Wink of Stella. So my hat and my teapot and the purse. And then I just very slightly managed to pick up some of the color, and I was able to color the little flowers. Just very, very faintly, but it's enough. It just makes them not look stark white. So I kind of used it like a palette, if you will. And then using my marker here, the business end of the marker, I wrote the word pull on it for my 82-year-old mom. All right, and then I added a couple of pearls, one on either side. And that is my waterfall card. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.